Hello everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and I am playing with some of Dina's new release, and I want to work on a page on this side of my journal. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just looking for... I'm just going to pop this mat over here just to stop that glaring quite so much. Okay, so Dina's latest release has some very cute bears in it. Look at these little dudes. And I was thinking that I might have a play with this head and see if I can give it a body. But I'm going to try. That's my thinking. There's also this gorgeous stencil and the clear gloss, which I might also have a play with, and some of these cool mark making stamps, so you can maybe stand the bear on. I don't know, we'll see how it's gonna go. I have no idea. So let's spray some of this through some stencils. Kind of tempted to go in with that one. Lined circles. So I'm imagining that it needs a good shake. A gloss that can act as a top coat, sealer and resist. Now, a full disclosure, I have already had a little play with this. And it is fun, and it does create a great resist. So I'm just going to flip that over because I don't want to waste any of that. And I'm okay with whatever that comes out like. It's all going to be interesting. I am going to do the wash the nib and add the lid on with a bit of water in there. Because I imagine, just like the other glosses, it could potentially clog. Okay, I'm just going to block that with a little bit of water there. I'm giving this a dry. It's not particularly warm here today, so I want to help this on its way so I can, oh sorry, headbutt my camera, excellent, so I can crack on with playing. So what I'm wondering is, how will it work with other gloss sprays? Let's have a look, shall we? If I can get them to... Oh yeah, excellent. Raspberry. If I can get these to spray without coating my entire room. I do have... Oh yeah, come on Claire. This black box, where is it? Let's be sensible about this. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some colours on here. Where's the lid gone? There it is. Again, rinse it off and pop the lid back on. Would be nice. Would be some mustard. Will this spray? Oh, it does. Oh, drop the lid in the water. That method definitely works for the gloss sprays, for stopping the sprayers from clogging. Oh, this is most unlike me, isn't it? And these can be like snow. Ooh. Okay, let's take that out of there. I want to to just blot some of these. I love those reactions that are happening there, actually. They're really pretty. Don't want that to drip off my page. Oh, look at that's really pretty there. Can you see that? How that's kind of puddling. Should we just let them drip? Let's do that. I'm just going with it, and we can get some stencils out and have some fun with this in a sec. That's a super messy background. This is something that I don't do often enough, is just having a play. I often work with an idea in mind, but I think sometimes it's important to just have a play with stuff and see what it will do. So what I'm wondering here is, oh yes, oh my gosh, look. How exciting is that? I don't know whether to be brave and go in and do that or not. But look, it does work really well as a resist. So let's just get that wiped off. Really like that. Do you know what I think would be really nice on there is iris. Iris, here you are. Just going to get the box back again. Let's pop the stencil on. I kind of want to spray. Does that? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, there we go. It's got going. Okay, let's just. Oh yes, I love that. Just put one up there. One down here. Yep, perfect. So those are the most recent colours that Dina released as gloss sprays. And I put sprayers into them. As if I'm honest, I find the sprayers actually easier to use when they've not clogged, obviously. And I don't want to waste this loveliness on here, so I'm just going to put that on there. Okay, put that back over here. Right, so I'm going to give this another dry, and then I might come in with this new stencil and add some white stenciling. Let me just check there's not a transparency behind here. Oh, there is there. Okay, that's actually quite pretty. I do like that. You can see how it's resisted the clear gloss as well. Quite a few ideas of things I could do with that. Right, so let's put these away. White. And maybe taffy and heather, lots of lavender. That raspberry colour is just so pretty. I'm going to layer some stenciling using those three colours. I need to get some more foams for my blending tool. They are all nearly at the end of their life. I'm going to make this background nice and interesting, and then I'm going to stick a massive bear in the middle of it, I think. Okay, so that was taffy, and I'm going to use lavender. I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to pop the stencil like that. Let's get lots of interest going on here. And then I'm going to come in with white. I could do with a different stencil, couldn't we now? Let's go rhino. Okay, so that's quite a funky background. Let's put that in there to wash. Right, let's move you. So, I think I'm going to stamp my bear straight onto my background, and yes, I know. I'm going to grab this nice wide brush that came out in one of the recent releases, and I'm just going to paint some blocks down here that my bear can stand on. And then I might stamp some of those other stamps over the top when it's dry. Oh, why is there pink in there? Okay, I have a vision. Might be hard for you to believe, but I do. I have a vision, and it will come together. She says confidently it will. It will come together. I kind of know what I want to happen here. Isn't mixed media art fun? And you can layer all these amazing different things together. Right, so this is the new stamp set called Squared Up. Got to be honest, my favourite stamp in this one is the pensive face one. But these are great for, you could make all sorts of grids with these. Right, now, confession, not the world's best at stamping, but you know, good enough. Is it good enough? Yes, it is. Let's use this one. So I'm building this kind of platform so that I can anchor my bear to the ground, and he's not going to be floating. I'm going to kind of stand him. Cool, I like that. I could have changed the direction of that, couldn't I? When you start using these things and you're like, oh, I've got an idea for that. So now I'm going to go in with the bear's head, and I'm not really bothered if my bear's going to have quite a big body. I'm going to put his head about there, I think. I need to be just a bit mindful that there's that in the way. Let's go there. That's all right when you put these things in your journal, isn't it? And then they're nice and bulky, and then you come to stamp into your journal and it doesn't work because it's too lumpy. Okay, so let me give this a dry. I don't know if you can see where I'm heading with this yet. So I'm going to use the kind of way that Dina's drawn her bears as my guide for this. So okay. And I'm going in with a paint pen, and I'm going to just loosely draw in those lines like that, and give you some claws there, dude. And then what I'm going to do is come in with some white paint, painting white. This way I can kind of blot out the background, and I can go back in and add these features back in after, and I can make him stand out, or her, from my background. And then if I come in and add like a tint using the new scribble sticks, I can add like a tint of colour, and that Posca pen might have still been wet there. That's okay, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. As I always say, I'm not going for realism. This is an idea of a bear, isn't it, really? That's what it is. And he's kind of standing on there, and that's how it is. He's just hanging. Let's just looks like he's got bandages on now. That's quite funny. Okay, I want to give that a dry. It's quite funny. I like it. So next I'm going to grab one of the new scribble sticks in, I mean that is raspberry, but I think, yeah, let's stick with the colours I've already used, otherwise it might get too complicated, it might be too much. We can just add a little bit of colour to our bear. I mean, you know, it's not real, is he? So he can be a little bit pink if he wants. This is rouge. This is a really pretty pink. I like this one. Okay. Just adding some more marks on here. I've got some white left over, so why not? He's cute. And then I need to come in with my Stabilo All pencil, which needs sharpening, no surprise. And I'm going to just draw over the lines. Let's find the stamped image to use as my guide again. Where have they gone? Under there. Honestly, not safe. Seriously, not safe. Let's put some kind of scribbly marks back on his ears. Give him his eyes back. And his nose. Oh. I'm kind of loving him. He's very cute. Okay. And then what I might do is grab a much smaller brush. That's this purple one. This is a size 8, and I might just come round and activate some of this black a little bit, just to pull out some shadows. Oh, I like him. I think he's cute. I mean, obviously, great big polar bears are not super cute, are they? Okay, let's get this dry. Are his proportions right? No, probably not. I'm really not bothered though, because, you know, it's just playing, and when you have an idea, sometimes you've just got to go with it. So I've used on this page so far lots of Dina's new stuff. I've used the new stencil, the new clear gloss to start me off with my background. I've used 2 of the new stamp sets, and I really like how that's kind of come together. So I'm just going to add some of my kind of finishing touches in, and to go in with some dots. This page of mine wouldn't be mine, would it, if it didn't have dots on it somewhere? I like that. Text. And when I've drawn animals in the past or added in things like this to journal pages, I often like to bring a bit of stamping onto it, particularly a little bit of text. Can't explain why, I just like the way it looks. And then of course I will pull some of that through other places on my page too. I think some white splatters are going to finish this off really nicely. Let me just, have I got enough there to maybe, let's see. Oh, splattered that right on his head. Never mind. So let's just mop that bit up there. Okay. He's cute. I want to give him a little heart. Okay. I've written this onto white card because I think if I write straight onto my journal page, there's a chance it might get a little bit lost. I'm going to see when I put it on. If I don't like it, I'll write straight onto my page. But I think, like, what's the harm in trying this out just to see? A little bit wonky there, isn't it? Let's just snip that up and then we won't notice it. Or up here. Down here. Overthinking. I think that works best actually down there. Next question, do I need to edge all of these in black? Yes, I think I do. Oops, get off. Keep edging my nails. kind of actually think I want to put it there. Oops. Little bit of a play on words here, because you know, modelling should be fun too. Why not? Let's give that a squidge. I think that might be nearly empty. Yeah. I've got another one. Let's have a look. Oh yes, I'll just throw that one away. And that one has been sat in there for so long. I can't actually get the... And I'm just adding in a little bit more white because it feels quite dark, and I think the white is what brings a bit of contrast. So I'm just going in and adding some more white marks to the bottom of my page. I think I'm going to leave that as it is. That's quite fun. I love your hugs very much. Oh. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.